Hi, my name's Daniel Parish, and I've played musical instruments on and off my whole life, starting with piano, clarinet, flute, and in my teenage years picked up guitar and played around. And I've never really been what I call a musician. I mainly just played on the instruments for my own entertainment. I picked up the banjo a long time ago after hearing someone play some bluegrass style, and at the time the only instruction that was available in the area I lived was the Earl Scruggs book, so I started playing three-finger picking. But I was more interested in Irish and Celtic music, so I started learning Irish and Celtic tunes three-finger picking. Then I heard a banjo player extraordinaire named Art Rosenbaum, who plays a frailing, melodic, well, he plays everything, but I really liked the sound and the kind of music he played, and so I started learning that. And I've been at it for a long time, off and on. One of my motivations for coming to camp here is that I would like to be more musical in my playing, and a lot of it has to do with how dedicated I've been in playing, which varies over time, and some of it has been that I've learned it largely on my own. I also want to be able to play with other people, and so the idea of Rolland Fiddle Camp, I like fiddle banjo based bands or duets, and so I thought coming here would be a great place to be able to play with other people in a non-threatening environment, learn a little about jamming, which I've now learned is completely different than playing an instrument. And the camp has been great for that. The banjo component with Dan Levinson has been great. I've gotten advice already that I see will correct a lot of the issues I've been having with my playing, and I can already tell, although it's very hard to reduce to practice in a short period of time, I can already tell it will be addressing some of the limitations of my playing that I wanted to address when I came here. Folk orchestra was my introduction to jamming, I guess, although not really jamming because the music is there for us. But I was able to play as part of a group with fiddles, violins, guitars, with music already picked out that had parts that we could play on banjo, and it enabled me to play in a really non-threatening environment without worrying about whether I was standing out as much as it's possible to not stand out with a banjo. But it was great. I fit in just great. It was fun to listen to the music. The music actually sounded good, considering everybody's just getting together and trying to play together for the first time as a group. And I thought that was a great experience, and it's one of the things that I wanted to get out of coming to the camp, and I'm really happy about it.
Anyone in particular that you would encourage or recommend coming to camp?
Well, I'm not a fiddler, but I can't imagine that there's any fiddler who wouldn't come here and get a lot out of it. I almost want to pick up the fiddle when I go back, but I think for a while I want to focus on getting better on one instrument. For banjo players, being able to work with Dan in between going and trying to play with a group and learning about the jamming was really invaluable. And I would say anybody who's serious about playing the banjo, who wants to play with fiddlers, who wants to play old-time music, it couldn't get any better than